Are we recorded? Yeah. This is going to be so funny. Should we do this as outtakes? Hello everybody and welcome to this week's vlog. And as you can see today, we are at the Vintage Emporium. We are here today to get a little bit of inspiration for this week's project. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. You can wait till we get back. And it is also going to tie in with the new thing that I bought. So if you watched last week's vlog, then you'll know that I had a little something that I've purchased recently that got me very excited that I'm going to show you in a bit. So stay tuned. These steps are not doing me any good at all. I did a lot of gardening a few days ago and I think I've pulled a tendon or something. Sorry guys, we'll get in eventually. Look at this embroidery, Mom.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, that really is. I like the way it's been mounted.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Gorgeous. Yeah, Mum. Here's the new outfit you've been after.
You might find something here.
Well, of course we have to look at the vintage clothing section.
Oh, I love the little gloves.
Wow. All the beadwork.
Proper flapper dress, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, a little bonnet.
Put it on.
No,
Yeah.
or lose it. Well, how would it suit style, wouldn't it?
Don't go like that. What you doing? Snazzy.
Snazzy. You still get money for these, you know. Yeah.
It looks haunted.
It does. It looks good. £32. Just turfing out some placemats I've had for years and years and years. One of them's pink like that, reminding me of it.
Looking for a Viking brooch. Well, I don't think it's... Okay, hear me out. I am actually going to be going with a puff sleeve, not quite as exaggerated as this. And I'm also going to do a V-waist on the bodice as well. So this is actually probably the most inspirational item that I've seen here at the moment. But like I said, hear me out, it's not going to look like this. It's just some design elements that I'm going to be taking from it. So calm down. That's pretty. Yeah, is it polka dot?
Yeah.
You can't see it on here. Let me come a bit closer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's very pretty.
Really
Polka
nice.
dots are in now.
Yeah, I'm going to go for that. Take that idea.
Beautiful. Love the flowers on that.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's cute. And you could pad it yourself, couldn't you?
There's a lot of beadwork and sequins on that.
There is. Wow.
Yeah. This is gorgeous. Oh, look at that.
Front panel, like it was gathered onto it from that point round there, but then into the seams here, it had a satin sack tied round it. Yeah.
So, if you watched my last vlog, you'll know that I teased about a recent purchase that I got. Let's have a look. This is a beautiful, as you can see, Singer sewing machine, but not just any, it's a vintage Singer sewing machine. And I've got this from Nicola, who does She Movals. You may know Nicola from some of Tom's vlogs. If you need any help and you're fairly local to the area, then please do give her a shout if you need any rubbish moving, any house clearances. She's absolutely fantastic. She's such a lovely person. She's one of my bestest friends. Give her a shout if you need anything like that doing. I am well and truly obsessed with this machine. I love it so much. I cannot even explain to you how excited I was when Nicola said, look at this that I got. And I was like, does it work? Does it work? Yes, she does work. She sews impeccably. I really do wish I captured the moment when me and my mum tested it, because it was just such a moment. I can't think of another way to describe it other than that how amazing it was. Even when we just plugged it in and the light came on, we were like, whoa. It was such a fantastic moment, but that's why I didn't end up filming it, because I was just so immersed. Now, I believe that everything that I could find out about her, I believe she was manufactured in the late 1940s. She does have a serial number here. However, she doesn't come up on the database. She's a bit dusty. But apparently it's actually quite common for some of the non-US machines for their records to have been lost during the process of digitization. That could explain why I can't find the exact serial number online. Another thing I found out is that models beginning with EE, it is most likely that this machine has been manufactured in, I believe it's pronounced, apologies if I've got this wrong, I believe it's pronounced Monza in Italy. So yeah. Oh, and what also is really interesting is that a motor has been added to this at a later date. So heavy. So there's the light here, this is the motor. Initially, we think that this would have been made to be operated with the treadle, which is basically, it is a foot pedal, but there's no electric involved. You do that with your foot constantly, and that's what makes the needle go up and down. I'm so sorry if I'm getting any of these pronunciations wrong. A Cadex. And that is actually made in England. It says Basildon. So there you go. I just love imagining the history behind this machine. Like, what things did it make? Where's it been? You know, I'm just so fascinated. I wish it could speak. She's just a thing of beauty. If any of you know anything more about Singer sewing machines, please do let me know in the comments if you are able to find any more information about it. Let's give her a good clean and a service. She's got lots of parts that need oiling up, and let's see if we can bring her, I'd say bring her back to life. She still works and she's actually in incredible condition, but let's give her a little bit of TLC. The machine is all clean now. She's looking absolutely stunning. Missed a bit. Oops. She's shining, she's gleaming, she's all oiled in the right places. This is the box that the sewing machine came in. Now, I do not believe that this is original to the sewing machine. There's a few bits inside. So we've got an oil bottle. It's got an old spare bowl, which will be very handy. We have a few bobbins. Oh no, is that one broken? Oh dear, we have a broken one. Oh, okay, well, we won't be using that one. Some needles, a spare belt, unless that was the previous one that was used and they've just held on to it. Oh, I need to show you these too. Original box. Look at all of these attachments, all these different feet. Some of this I'll definitely have to Google. and look into, because I'm not 100% sure what some of these bits do. But there's definitely so many different accessories to go with it. Screws. Also has a little side table too. Oh. Before I show you this week's project, I want to show you the fabric I'm going to be using, because it's actually really special to me and my family. This is an old bedsheet that belonged to my nana, who sadly passed away earlier this year. My mum originally bought it for her back in the 1980s from the staff shop where she worked in Cheadle Hulme at the time. It's from the Dorma collection, and this particular print is called Honeysuckle. Apparently back then you could get loads of matching things in the same design: wallpaper, tablecloths, placemats and all sorts. My mum actually bought the matching wallpaper in the first house that she lived in with my dad, which I just think is such a lovely little piece of family history. So being able to turn this into something new and make it on a vintage Singer sewing machine as well feels really, really special. It's like it was meant to be. I just think it's adorable. Every time I plug it in and the little light comes on and it just goes bing. It's just so cute. Let's give it a little test stitch after the service I've given it. Hopefully I've not actually done anything to mess it up. It sewed beautifully before I did anything to it, so hopefully I've not given it issues. I must say this machine has been very well cared for. Just look how beautiful these stitches are. Tested around with some different stitch lengths and different tensions as well to get it right for the stitch length and as such. But they are some fantastic stitches. They really are absolutely gorgeous. And it just sews so beautifully, and it just feeds the fabric through effortlessly. I'm so excited to get this project sewn on this machine. I can't believe it. I've just wanted one for so long, and I can't believe I finally got one. And it's just beautiful, and it still has so much life left in it, and it just wants to be used. It just wants to be loved. It literally sings as it sews. I know what you're thinking. Kerry, why have you given that machine a service and a good clean up when you've got this one here and that one there behind you guys that you still haven't actually touched yet? I don't know. I kind of just, a whole idea just developed from getting this Singer sewing machine. And then it was like the perfect project that I could jump into straight away. So yes, that's why. I mean, I really want to actually be using this. Obviously the machine behind you, there's no urgency with that as I have this. I mean, there's no urgency with the industrial overlocker really, because I have the two domestics over there. But I don't even know what I'm saying now. I've kind of lost my train of thought. Anywho, okay, time for the sketch. Weather update. Ugh. Happily stay in here, thank you. Here's my design. It is quite basic, so please don't be too judgmental on my sketches. So the skirt and the top part of the bodice, that is going to be of the most floral side, where it's the most busiest pattern, which is on, I think, what's really classed as like the underside. And this, the corset bit and the sleeves, that's going to have the other side of the bed sheet. It's going to be a corset back. This bit here is going to have boning in. So no, that's pretty much it really. Okay, so I ran the picture through AI, which I wouldn't normally do. However, I was really curious to see how it would look as a design. And I also took a picture of the pattern on the bed sheet and asked it to make that dress design with that fabric pattern, and this is what it gave me. So the final result is going to look somewhat like this, hopefully all being well. And this is kind of what the back is going to look like. Here's how Betty is looking so far. This piece here is going to have a tie running through, so that will be all gathered like that. We have the V-point here, side panel, and the back, and we're going to have a corset back. And welcome to the next day. I kind of had to cut things off yesterday because it was just getting really late, and then I needed to get some other things done. To be honest, I wasn't actually feeling all that great. I wanted to update you on the sleeve, so I mean, it looks great, but it's a bit small. Doesn't quite work. Then I remembered a dress that I made a while back, quite a few years back actually, that actually has the exact sleeve that I am trying to make for this. So I've dug the pattern out, and the sleeve pattern is quite a bit different. The sleeve cap on it isn't quite as high. I'm going to redo the sleeve with this, make it work with this. And then once I've done that, I think I'm pretty happy. I'm just going to move on to doing the actual final thing. The skirt, I feel like I can kind of just do when I've done the bodice. The main thing is just getting the bodice done and out the way. And then I feel like the skirt is just pretty straightforward. Less dilly-dallying, more working. Come on, Betty. Show them where we're up to. Finally, we have the sleeve I was after. I just can't stop. I can't help myself, can I? I just don't know when to stop. I'm a bit tempted to make it not as long. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. This is basically the sleeve I was struggling so much with constructing yesterday, but at least it's finally done now. I'm pretty happy with what we've got so far. I think it's time to start cutting out the main fabric. Get this made. Come on, Betty, come on, Betty. As you can see, I cleared loads of the fabric from there because it was just too busy, too cluttered, and I didn't really like it. The only problem with that is now I've exposed more of the unfortunate blemishes on the dresser. So I'm probably going to have to prioritise doing that up pretty soon, because now that's annoying me. Oh. So because I moved the cricut here, look, she has taken pride of place on the strip of sewing machines. Wait. Betty. Find out the way, Betty. Look. Dukey, brother, finger. Oh, I love it. Isn't that just like a beautiful row? It's just so lovely. Okay, less procrastination and more productivity. Come on, Betty. I was honestly a little nervous about cutting into this fabric because of how special it is, but I'd much rather turn it into something that can be loved and used again instead of it just staying folded away. I'm so nervous. It is now time to make the first cut. I haven't actually finished marking out all the pattern pieces, but because I am adding seam allowance to these pieces and I want this piece to be exactly the same, I need to cut it out and then I can just trace around it for the other side. I'm really nervous. Hopefully I'll do this justice and my nana will be watching from up above and she'll be really proud of how this turns out. Either that or she's going to be really annoyed that I've cut into this bedsheet. Okay, here we go. Okay, no going back. I've done it. I can't help but feel guilty for cutting through this. I'm getting deja vu from when I did the spilt milk blouse out of my nana's tablecloth. If you've not seen that, give it a watch. Basically took one of my nana's very beautiful embroidered tablecloth and turned it into a spilt milk blouse. That's the whole concept of the spilt milk pattern, is that that's what you use, like a really nice tablecloth. Obviously you can use whatever you want, but that's like the whole idea behind it. I'm just getting that same feeling that it's wrong, but hopefully it's gonna look really good. But it just feels a little bit wrong. Oh crumbs, that's not central. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no. I'll show you my mistake. You know when I lay the Bodice pattern piece down? Yeah, well, when I did it, before adding the seam allowance, that made this perfectly in the middle. Yeah, and then I didn't think that once I added the seam allowance, that it would actually shift the point to here, making all that now off center. I am so disappointed in myself right now. Ah! We're on a roll, guys. All we need now is the skirt. Time to cut the skirt. Some of you may recognise this fabric. These are the curtains I got from Tom Cassell. I made a dress out of this fabric last week, so if you haven't seen that vlog, then check it out if you want to. So what I thought with this dress is that I don't want to use up the actual bed sheet on... Is my mic on? I don't want to use up the actual bed sheet. I don't want to use the... I don't want to use up the fabric of the bed sheet for the lining, because if there's enough left I can make other things, or if I cut something out wrong there's still some fabric there for me. So I'm using the lining from the curtains for the lining for the dress. Resourceful. That's all for this evening. It's quite late now, I'm quite tired, I'm very excited. Part of me still feels quite bad that I've cut this up, but at least it can be worn and appreciated. Good night, and I will see you in the morning. Howdy, I'm still in my dog walking clothes. I don't care. I've actually done more than that. I've done shopping, I've done cleaning, but we gotta get going because we need to get the show on the road. There is no time to waste. Where are we up to? So I have all the pattern pieces cut out. I have the lining all cut out. Now I just need to cut out some interfacing, I think, for this part here for the bodice, because I'm going to put some boning in there, and I just feel like it needs a tiny bit of structure. So I just feel like it needs a tiny bit of structure in there. So let's get that done and then just start putting it together. Do you want to leave? River wants to leave. Okay, let's let you out. Aha! Interfacing acquired. Gosh, this is a big sheet, isn't it? Oh dear. Ha ha ha. Because the shell fabric is quite thin and slightly see-through, you can actually see the boning casings through. Can you see how I've put one in diagonally there? You can actually see it going through. So I think I'm going to underline the shell fabric So I'm essentially just going to add another layer of fabric to this, sew it directly to this as if this is then one piece of fabric. I think I'm just going to go ahead and use the curtain lining again for that, because if I use the shell fabric, this bedsheet fabric, because it's all printed and patterned, if I don't get something that matches this exactly, you'll then see it through, because it really is quite see-through. I think I'll do it on all of the bodice pieces, or the bits that are under the bust bit, because if I don't, I think you'll see that some will look more like opaque than others, because I haven't got any boning on the side bits. But if I don't underline that as well, then it's going to kind of, you'll be able to tell. So yeah, I'm going to go and just cut another round of all these bits out again. Love making more work for myself. But there's just one thing. There's just one slight little problem. I don't know how to wind a bobbin up on it. Google. ChatGPT. Help. How to wind a bobbin on a vintage Singer sewing machine. Okay. Think I've got it now. Good old YouTube. Someone on YouTube has very kindly done a very good, straightforward short that just gets straight to the point. It is for a 1956 model, however, it's basically the same. It's the same setup. I'll bring you over here in case you're wondering how to do it, and I can show you. River. Oh, we have a little river sausage. Hello, darling. Hello. Have you come to see how to do this as well? Yeah. Ah. You can't sit on my knee. I'm sorry, darling. I'm busy. I'm sorry. We can have cuddles in a bit. Oh, don't be like that. Ah! No! Get down! Get down! Oh, come on. I know. Oh, I know, darling. I know. You can have cuddles in a bit. Okay. But Mummy's working right now. Mummy's got to show everybody. Okay, this is the best angle I can really give you right now, but hopefully this will suffice. The beanie's finally settled now. That'll have to make do. I'm busy. I think I might have to change this angle a little bit here and there, but let's give it a go. So for winding the bobbin up, the spool actually goes on there, and then I believe it goes through this tension wheel here. I think it's like that, but let me double check. Yeah, so underneath like that, and then that comes up. Then you need to take your bobbin, and you will see that there is a little hole there. There is also one here, just that there, and you want this to go into that. Just like that. Then apparently we go through this hole here, like so. And then loosening this stops the needle from going up and down. Push this into place. And then I think we're good to go. So we just need to hold this here, put our foot down on the pedal, I think. Moment of truth. Let's see if I've done it correctly. Okay, so the needle keeps going up and down. I'm wondering if this here does actually stop the needle from moving on this model. It might just be the one on the YouTube shot, because that is, I think, a 1956 model. What I think I'm going to do is just keep the presser foot up and keep the thread out of the eye of the needle like I do on my Juki over there.
Hey girl.
Yay! Oh, it's so cute. Look at it. Uh-oh. Oh, oopsie, what's happened here? Did I do something? That might have been me. Some of you are probably screaming at me right now saying, Kerry, oh my goodness, you're doing it so wrong. I'm sorry, I don't know. I've really not had this very long and I'm still learning about it. I really don't understand why this wheel here, why when this is loosened, it's not disengaging the needle, because it still just moves anyway. So this is not a tutorial. I do not claim this to be a tutorial, although I thought I was being quite helpful by showing you how to do the bobbin. I mean, I've got it mostly right. It's just disengaging the needle doesn't really seem to be working, unless it's right. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you know, because I don't. And then perhaps everybody can then learn from you. I feel like I should be wearing a really pretty outfit, like a pretty vintage kind of style outfit whilst doing this. I feel like this is all wrong wearing this fleece, but I did contemplate on getting changed just for kind of all the aesthetics, but it's pretty cold. It's not a very nice warm day. I keep reaching for a knee lift that I don't have. I do this when I'm on the domestic as well. I just can't. I'm so used to having a knee lift and using the industrial. Moving my knee and it's not doing anything. I'm like, ah. I love the smell that it's coming from. Is that weird? Is that weird? I don't know. Maybe that's weird. But there's like a really nice smell that's coming from it. I'd say nostalgic, but it's not from my time, so it's not nostalgic to me, but I feel like it's just, if I could describe it, it smells like history. Like, it smells old, but in a good way. I think it's coming from, I think it's the motor. It's not, don't worry, it's not an alarming, it's nothing to worry about. I know what I mean. It smells old, but it's nice. It's like history. If history was a smell, it would be this, okay? I know what I mean anyway. Might just edit that part out. Totally. Quick update, I'm pretty happy with how she's looking right now. These sleeves, they look like nothing, but they were such a faff. I've spent too much time really on those sleeves today, but never mind. I've already started doing the channels for the boning, as you can see there. I feel like the fabric shifted a little bit, and I'm not sure whether I should undo that and redo it and just pull the fabric over, or I might try and press it in lots of steam and see if that fixes that. If we just turn Betty round, this is the back. So we've got the modesty panel here and cute little flower in the middle. Not like you're really going to see it, to be honest, because obviously the ties are going to hide it, but never mind, you know, I like to pay a bit of attention to detail. So I need to get the grommets in, make the tie, get the skirt on, and she's done. The hardest bit is definitely over now. The hardest bit was all of this. guess what? Well, I was a little bit of a sausage last night, wasn't I? I spent longer than I should have done on making the tie for the back, for the corset lace-up back, yeah, you know that. I then proceeded to make 2. Not only that, but... Oh, wait. Not only that, but each one is too short to even use. I needed the full length of both of them combined, but for some reason I made 2 short ones. I don't know why I did it, but it's just that, like, too small, and I've made sure the stitching was beautiful and everything, and it was a waste of time. So I need to redo those, but all I've got left to do now though is just do the skirt, remake the tie. If any of you follow me on Instagram, by the way, if you don't, you can find me at kerry.upton_. I put on my story, what day is it today? So Sunday, the vlog should have been live today, and I have updated everybody on my story that that the video is not live, and I am sorry, and we are looking at it being Tuesday as to when this vlog will be live. So yeah, this is overrun slightly, but let's get it finished because I've still got the edit to do, and that can take a while sometimes. I've got a feeling this one might take quite a while actually. That's the tie all done. I just used the 2 ties that I made last night and attached them there. Beautiful. It took a while, but we got there in the end. I'm so pleased with how it's turned out. I've actually just like low-key heavily creased all the bodice when I was putting the shoes on, but we won't talk about that. This is it. I'm so happy with it. I'm really, really, really happy with it. I really don't think these shoes go with this dress, but it's the best I've got at the minute. It was either these or my cream Converse. Oh, that's a look. Or is that going too far? Oh, I don't know. I might have to try that. I could have really unleashed so much of my creativity into this dress, but I didn't want it to look too costumey. And I felt like if I added all the features and that I had in mind, then it was definitely going to start to look like a costume. So I had to tone it down, and I feel like I might just about be able to get away with wearing this out and about, because that was the whole idea. I want to be able to wear it, obviously. I want to go out in it. I don't know where, but I definitely want to go out in it soon because I really like it. Who would have thought back in the 80s when my mum bought this bedsheet for my nana that I would be wearing it one day as a dress? I feel like I've given it a new lease of life. I'm sorry this vlog has run over and it is late, but I really didn't want to rush this. I had to take my time with it. And there were lots of moments where I would do a whole load of sewing and I was like, nah, not happy with the stitching at all if it wasn't perfect. That is nothing to do with the singer. That was just purely me. Some of the stitches where I'd gone slightly wobbly, I was like, nope. Got the seam ripper out and redid it. So that's another reason why this vlog has taken a while. Also, there is an awful lot of footage. Before filming this bit now, I've actually already started on the edit. And there's a lot to get through, so I might have to chop a lot of it back, maybe even including this clip because I'm now currently waffling. Anyway, that's all for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the project. I hope it was worth the wait. It certainly was for me anyway. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Don't forget, guys, it is completely free to subscribe and hit that notification button, and it is one of the most effective ways for supporting small creators such as myself. If you do have any hype left, I'd be so grateful if you could use it on this video if you think it deserved it. Also, don't forget to hit the like button if you think it deserves it. And I think that's all. Is that everything? You guys have been watching the Kerry Louise edit. My name is Kerry. Thank you so much for tuning in, and hopefully I will see you on the next one.